Well, we pulled it off. September 7th, 2024. We're worried about rain.
The weather looked like it wasn't going to be turning out the way we wanted, but you know what? We got sunshine, we got clouds, we got the whole mix.
Probably had, oh my God, 100 cars here. Quite a mix of cars. Great Cadillacs. We also had vintage cars, vintage motorcycles, bougie barbecuing, ice cream trucks. The Troppy Gals. I usually have them here every year. They come from the east side of Providence. They love to come here, and they did the Troppy Gals dance. And it's something different in a car show, and I just try to think of different things I can do to entertain my guests.
You know, which started in 1958. You know, it's grown tremendously. It's worldwide. There's over 40,000 worldwide members. However, our New England region has grown as well. And Dickie's been a part of that since the beginning.
Do this in conjunction with the New England region Cadillac Lasalle Club. They bring a lot of Cadillacs, and it's gotten bigger and bigger each year. We always get a lot of Cadillacs, but I've probably had 56 non-Cadillac cars, and some real nice ones too. And we've added the motorcycles to the show too. There's some great motorcycles here today as well. I got a motorcycle showroom in that other building there. We got like 50 of them in there that are all done. And we build them, we restore them, and I sell them. I try to sell them. I grab money, I buy more, and we just keep building them. That's what we do.
So we're going to start off our Cadillac Awards. And just how you know we did the awards today, everybody on this field had a chance to get an award. We didn't just separate it by Cadillac. We did it by everybody. So some of the awards are Cadillac, some of them are going to be awards of recognition. We have stuff for motorcycles, customs, tribute cars, and original cars. There's a beautiful representation of LaSalle here. I don't know if he left or not, but it was the 1940 LaSalle owned by Jack Murphy. If he had left, we will get his award to him. Beautiful car, round of applause.
Okay, I'm Jack Murray. I live in Marlborough, Connecticut. This is a 1940 LaSalle. LaSalle was made by Cadillac from 1927 to 1940. Every year they outsold Cadillacs, and they were sold in Cadillac dealerships. It was a way of buying a low-cost Cadillac. They needed something to fit in the price point between a Buick and a Cadillac, and a LaSalle was an obvious choice. This one is one of 599 similar models. There are probably 50 left in the world. I had a desire to get back to a pre-war automobile, a car made in the 30s. And I was really enchanted with 1937 LaSalle convertibles, 1937 Cadillac convertibles. And I found this car in Reno, Nevada. So I was able to come out there, take my 14-year-old grandson, and drive over to Reno, look at this car, took it for a ride. I made them an offer, and I said, they'll never take this offer. It's just too cheap. We left, the phone rings, and bottom line, they took my offer.
But if you saw it when it came in, it's the beautiful, beautiful jet black 1962 Cadillac owned by Steve. So come on up and get that award, please.
My name is Steve Brown. I live in East Bridgewater, Massachusetts. This is my 1961 Cadillac Series 62 convertible. Last year I had the engine rebuilt. The car was leaking like a sieve. The freeze plugs, the stuff was just oozing out of it. So it doesn't leak anymore, which is nice. It runs pretty well. I've had this car for 49 years. I got it for my 14th birthday in 1975. License plate J3155 that was on the car that they brought me home from the hospital in October of 1961. It's a 1961. I'm a 1961. That's why I got it. My father was a general manager of the Cadillac Oldsmobile dealership in Plymouth at the time in 1975, and somebody had traded this in. My father went to the owner and brought it home for my 14th birthday. I never had this as a daily driver. It only came out on special occasions, slap a dealer plate on the back, and we would drive it around. So this was the car I did learn how to drive. That's pretty much the story of the car.
Mike Goldblatt, best original car for the. Come on up and grab your award, please.
Hi, I'm Mike Goldblatt. I'm from Norwich, Connecticut, and this is my 1956 Cadillac Model 62 convertible. The lines are interesting on this car. This car was the last car with the baby fins, and the fins, as you can see, they're not the length of the fender. They just pop up at the back. Were an innovation by Harley Earl when he took over as head of General Motors in 1948. Modeled after the P-38 World War II dual fuselage bomber plane. The engine is pretty much as I found it, but the transmission, I ended up getting a 1959 Jetaway internals put into the casing that came with this car because they had refined it a little bit. To be a 362 cubic inch engine, putting out about a 300 horsepower. Quite a powerful car, 1956. Got it repainted, some of the chrome redone, new interior, transmission overhaul. I bought this car in 1992, previously owned by tenor Sergio Franchi. He had worked a deal with his restorer, a fellow named Mike also. Then I bought it from Mike. But I'd say it's my favorite car out of my collection, and I've been collecting cars for 52 years. So I was about 26 when I started collecting cars.
Our next award of recognition goes back to a Cadillac, 19 and a half feet long if you measure it. Doesn't have a top on it. It's a beautiful green 1970 Cadillac convertible owned by Peter Fontaine.
Good afternoon. My name is Pete Fontaine. This is a 1970 Cadillac. The original owner was a airline pilot for Pan Am. Pan Am offered leases for Cadillacs to these pilots because they were a high-end airline. Cadillac was the high-end car, and he sold it to a restoration shop in 2016. They basically stripped it. They redid the paint, left the inside original except for the rugs. Other than that, the car's original, 114,000 miles. I've had it for 3 years and well taken care of, a lot of fun.
This vehicle actually is hot off the press. It just came rolling in 2 days ago. Somebody spent 4 hours at the registry to register it to get it here. But if you saw it, what's nice about this car, it's a hybrid. It is a 51 Ford pickup, it's the red one, but what's powering it is a 1953 331 motor owned by Ryan Lacy. So come on up and give you award of recognition for that beautiful truck.
My name's Ryan. I brought my 1951 Ford F1 today. Pretty much this truck has been fully restored and gone through. Got a Cadillac 1953 power plant in it, V8. Truck's original V8 from the factory, original vermilion red paint. Kept all the factory kind of look with everything. Everything's been gone through. It's an amazing truck, drives great. 3-speed on the tree, factory deluxe cab trim. So it's got all the little creature comforts from 1951, but it sounds great and it runs great and I love it.
Everything on 4 wheels will be given away, so let's give something on maybe 3 or 2 wheels. I'm gonna hand it over right now. We do our best motorcycles.
We have the best custom motorcycle, and that goes to Badmouth Bikes Sean Dow with his 2003 very custom fire bike, Fireman Edition Road King, Harley Davidson. He's customized almost every aspect of this bike. It is a memorial to a man who passed away, unfortunately.
Well, we're gonna award our Cadillac Best of Show. It goes to the 1952 Cadillac 62 Series convertible here owned by Arthur Lazowski. So come on over.
To Arthur Volodarsky with a W. I bought this car about 15 years ago. I think I drove it twice. It's a 1952 Caddy 63 Series. Told it's fully loaded and it wasn't what they normally would have done for a car like this. I'm the second owner on this car. I put on 100 miles, but it's only got like 82,000 miles on it. The guy before me was a driver for him. And all I can say is like, I pretty much try to keep it in great shape. And Sean, I don't know where he's at, but he helped do the last few things that needed tweaking on this car. It's my baby. I've got a few other cars, but none of them are antiques. I hope people enjoy it as much as I do to look at it.
There's a car culture called rat rods now, right? They have their own patina, they have their own look. So Dickie, who would you want to give the rat rod award to?
Kobe Barton. Hi, my name is Kobe. I'm responsible for the interior in this car from a discarded leather couch that sat in an alleyway for over a year. And I kept looking at this couch and I said, this would make an interior for a car. We drug it out, totally disassembled the couch. We hung all the leather up to dry in front of a gas furnace. All these pieces were cut up individually. I tried to match pieces that would get along with other pieces, sewed everything together. Interior guy, Nick, I borrowed his machine that makes buttons. I said it has to have buttons. And the carpet, this is like an oriental carpet. fabric on the doors was something I also had that I bought at a mill-end store, but I thought it was cool looking, so I used that material. Everything was made, frames, webbing. I think this car would be suitable, it looks like something a rock star might drive.
I've been a member of the Cadillac Lasalle Club for many, many years, and they used to call me the Cadillac Man. I'm still very interested in Cadillac cars. In fact, the one sitting on the side of me here, this is a 1931 Cadillac V16. That's the granddaddy of Cadillac as far as I'm concerned. I specialize in 1930 to 33. This is a Sport Phaeton. Notice it doesn't have roll-up windows. This is not a convertible sedan. This got a divider window in the middle and the back. They're pretty rare and they're very stylish. Pretty expensive in the day. So I got it and I spent the last 2 years getting it done. It's done. Every inch of this thing is done and it's done right. It's perfect and it runs beautiful. We use today's date as the date to finish it and we pulled it off. This is where we put them together and at my residence. We just moved another one in here a few days ago. That's a 1922 Locomobile Roadster and it's all original paint. This car is just amazing. I love this car.
This man in our car community for 40, 50 plus years probably has the best in New England, in my opinion, of the cars. And you can see them all on display. And he opens his heart and he opens up his garages for all of us to enjoy.
My guys do all the restoration works. My job is not only finding the parts, but finding people that can duplicate the parts. I've got a crew here that works on my cars. Kobe, Pat, Brock, Ariel, Walter, and Ed. We only work 2 days a week, but we get a lot done in 2 days. So we do get them done. One thing I got to say is we get them done. And I'm happy about that. Once we start on them, we don't get off them until they're done. I got machinists working full time, just making parts. And a lot of times, instead of making one part, we'll make several. I have warehouses full of parts for 1930 to 33 Cadillacs.
People that give back to the community and give back to the Cadillac New England Region Club, nobody that I could think of more than Dick Shappy. Would you all agree? The New England Region Cadillac Lasalle Club recognizes Dick Shappy for his unwavering dedication to the preservation of the Cadillac Lasalle automobile and his ongoing contribution to the club, and a Distinguished Lifetime Membership Award. Dickie, we thank you for everything you do for us.
It's a great club, and I'm so glad that I'm able to support you guys. And it's better than driving a Cadillac. All right, Duesenbergs are nice. Cadillac, I've been a Cadillac man all my life. I have a nightclub. It's called the Cadillac Lounge. Why then would I do that? I love Cadillacs. And I love you guys, and I love this club, and I really appreciate what you I didn't expect this. Absolutely. Thank you. God bless you. Thanks.
And remember this, and I talked to someone earlier today. Did you ever hear the phrase, it drives like a Lincoln? Nope. It drives like a Cadillac.